As an offering towards Bhagwan's 95th birthday, we want to give you an opportunity to utilize your surplus resources for some good and noble purpose that will sanctify your life. In doing so, we can also contribute bulk items of need to Leicester South Food Bank. Leicester South Food Bank helps local people in crisis by providing emergency food supplies. As you may be aware, we have been working closely with the food bank for the last few years. Not only is the food bank supporting families and the individuals, they have also become a hub of support for other food banks and organisations in the community. Since the coronavirus pandemic, the food bank has seen an increase in demand by 351%. So, how can you get involved? You can get involved by putting into practice one of the 9 points code of conduct as mentioned by Bhagwan himself. Practice the principles of sealing on desires, consciously and continuously striving to eliminate the tendency to waste time, money, food, energy and utilizing any savings thereby generated for the service of mankind. You may have heard of sealing on desires mentioned previously, but what is it? Bhagwan says, the Sealing on Desires program has been proposed so that man does not waste anything in the areas of food, money, time or energy. If that's got you inspired and you would like to participate in this 95th birthday offering by 1. actively practicing sealing on desires and 2. in turn helping the food bank, head over to the website link shown on screen for practical tips to help get you started and further details. Remember, the spirit of sacrifice and detachment is what matters. Jai Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. I'm sure that most of you would have heard the term limited company. Almost every company that we come across in our day-to-day life has that word limited, as certainly as a dog has a tail. Of course, there are a few Dobermans out there, but then most of them have this tail. Do you know which is the oldest limited company known to man? In a very interesting perspective, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba says the answer to that question is life. Yes, life is a limited company, the oldest limited company known to man, and here is why. Take the body temperature for instance. If it goes above 99 degrees Fahrenheit, you have fever. If it goes below 97 degrees Fahrenheit, you start getting symptoms of hypothermia. It's the same when it comes to blood pressure as well. If it goes too high, you can't even stand. If it goes too low, again you can't even stand. The eyes are blinded if the light is too bright, but they can't see even if it's too dark. The ears also function well only within a range. Everything about our body and life is normal and safe only if it is within limits. Similarly, our desires too should be within limits, says Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, if we want normalcy and safety in our life. That brings us to our theme, sealing on desires. Lesser the desires entertained, greater is the happiness. So going by all that we have discussed so far, what is that ideal desire range within which our desires must be? Now that is a very difficult thing to determine absolutely. Now that is why Swami has given us a dashboard with 4 simple indicators which we can monitor closely and easily. The first is don't waste food. The second is don't waste money. The third is don't waste time. And the fourth is don't waste energy. The judge for all this, of course, is our own conscience. How many times do we order extra food at restaurants, take extra food into our plates, or leave behind food as waste? Speaking of not wasting food, I am reminded of a beautiful observation that a few students who had accompanied Bhagwan to Kodaikanal made. They saw that every day after the dining sessions, Swami would gargle his mouth with drinking water from his own tumbler. After that, he wouldn't spit out that water, he would drink it. It was only later that Swami revealed that he was doing so in order to ensure that he doesn't waste the food that remains in the mouth after the meal. Now that is some sensitivity. Let us remember that even overeating is a form of food wastage where we are treating the stomach as a dustbin. Swami says that the comfort with which we sit down for a meal, with that same comfort we should be able to rise up after the meal as well. For that, we have to ensure that only half of the stomach is filled with food, a quarter is filled with water, and the final quarter is left empty. Next, we come to money. When it comes to money, I always feel I don't waste money, I just buy what I need. But then, do I really need what I think I need? It is precisely for these moments of doubt that Mahatma Gandhiji in 1948 gave a thought as a talisman. Whenever you are in doubt or when the self becomes too much with you, apply the following test. Recall the face of the poorest and the weakest man or woman whom you have ever seen and ask yourself if the step you contemplate is going to be of any use to him or her. Will he or she gain anything by it? Will it restore him or her with a control over his or her own life and destiny? In other words, will it lead to Swaraj or freedom for the hungry and spiritually starving millions? It is very important to remember that it is not about the quantum of money, but the spirit of sacrifice and detachment that matters. It was the year 1991 when the super specialty hospital in Puttaparthi was being constructed. Swami was busy in the construction details and would often call in groups of doctors and other professionals with regards to the construction of the hospital. On one such day, the doors of the interview room flung open and Swami came walking out holding a letter in his hand. He called out the student who had written this letter and said, "Boy, can I read out this letter for others?" The boy was very shy and he didn't know what to say. Swami went ahead and read out the letter. This is the gist of the letter that this boy had written. Dear Bhagwan, I also want to be part of your mission, but I do not know how I can contribute because my parents are extremely poor. Swami, for the last 3 months, I have not given my clothes to the washerman. I washed my own clothes every night and have saved up these 100 rupees. I feel so ashamed and small to give you so little. However, if this money can be used to even buy a small brick for the new hospital, I'll be the happiest child in the world. Your loving son. It is not about the quantum of money, but about the spirit of detachment and sacrifice. Now that is what Sealing on Desires is all about. Not about saving these resources, but more about developing detachment and sacrifice. Because as Swami says, na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyagena ike amrutatva manushu. You get immortality only through sacrifice. The third and the fourth, wasting time and wasting energy, usually go hand in hand. If I think of it, maybe excessive sleeping, sloth, daydreaming, laziness, these are occasions where we waste time without wasting energy. As to wasting energy without wasting time, if you know anything, do let me know in the comments below. However, one common way in which we waste both time and energy, and that which Swami recommends us to stop doing as fast as possible, is unnecessary talk. Swami says that control of speech is the best ornament and best armament. That is why he tells us, before you speak, think, is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? And will it improve upon the silence? Now that in brief is the practical application of Swami's Sealing on Desires. Till then, Jai Sai Ram.